Okay, in this video, I will prove conclusively that Sarah Boone did not actually do it. It was her suitcase. Let's watch JCS. hmm Think about it. If she really killed her boyfriend, why would she call the police? Ooh. It's like she's not no Shayna Hubers. She's a lot smarter than that, right? She was a straight A student back in high school. I think that's what she tells us later on. hmm
911, what is the location of your emergency?
She said 4748 France Court, but what she really meant to say is the suitcase.
France Court. Is this a police or medical? My boyfriend
Very
is dead.
straightforward, very honest. If she were lying, why would she admit that? You know, don't admit to murder unless you are innocent. Wait, it's just the other way. Oopsies.
Okay, send the line for the fire department. Do not hang up.
All right, pay attention, pay attention.
My
hmm
boyfriend
They
already
were
told
playing
us.
hide and seek, like nearly 40-year-old people do, obviously.
Like kind of
Yeah,
hide
they
and
were
seek.
playing hide and
So
seek, which is why she put him in the suitcase and then I guess drank herself half to death so that she would forget where he was and then try to find him. hmm
I fell asleep and
That's how
I
I
woke
play hide
up
and
and
seek
he
too
was
with my 40-year-old friends.
dead in the suitcase. So I don't know what happened.
He was dead in the suitcase. Did y'all hear that? Did y'all peep that? Let's rewind a little bit.
I
Yeah,
had him in the suitcase and
suitcase.
we were playing, like kind of hide and seek kind of thing. So
Yeah,
I fell asleep and I woke up and
he was
he was
dead in the
dead in the
suitcase. So she put him in the suitcase, hide and seek, obviously. She had no idea where he was. And then when she woke up in the morning, he was mysteriously dead. Like, list the number of people in this world who would have known where he was. He would have known where he was. Sarah had no idea. They were playing hide and seek. And the suitcase knew. So there are two people who knew he was in the suitcase, Jorge and the suitcase himself. Itself. I don't want to misgender the suitcase.
suitcase. So I don't
Mm-hmm.
know what happened.
Oh my god, this fucking guy needs to
No.
pay attention. He needs to slow down, replay the video. Mm-hmm.
I pulled him out of the
She
suitcase.
pulled him from the clutches of the suitcase. Mm-hmm.
Yes, and I fell asleep. No.
Jesus Christ, he's not breathing. Okay, she needs to act quickly. Uh-huh.
I tried giving him CPR.
She probably just inhaled and exhaled next to him. I don't think she actually gave him CPR. I don't think she actually touched him. She's a doctor. She knows what rigor mortis is.
I did. He's stiff and purple.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
What this fire department needs to do is coach her on how to fucking escape from that goddamn suitcase. How can she give CPR to this man who's dying when that murderer is still in the room? It doesn't make any fucking sense. I guess that's why they're called the fire department, not the police department. They should have shot that suitcase. That should have been the first thing they gave her advice on. Ooh, I'm getting kind of heated. Sarah Boone gets framed like a motherfucker for this. I need to calm down.
No. Please. Okay, he just gurgled. Yes.
Mm-hmm. If you do it 3 times per second, the heart instantly explodes. Okay, I learned this. I'm a medical student. If you pump their heart 3 times a second, they die, and if you do it 1 time a second, they die. So two is the sweet spot. No more, no less. 1, 2, 3, 4. If you do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, boom, heart explodes. You're fucked.
Who for now?
Oh, right there. I respect paramedics.
This is 42-year-old Sarah Boone, who you just heard on the 911 call a few seconds ago. Her boyfriend was 42-year-old George Torres Jr., who she locked inside a suitcase the night before.
Well, she didn't lock him inside a suitcase. We can't prove that. All we can prove is she led him into the suitcase, and she went to sleep. And of course we can prove that they played hide and seek. I think the suitcase locked itself.
Him dying of suffocation. Sarah's explanation is that it was a totally unintentional and unforeseen
Yeah, no one would
accident,
foreseen a suitcase animating.
She's completely unaware of at this particular moment is the fact she recorded 2 videos on her phone last night, the first of which was taken at 11:12 p.m. and shows her laughing at George while he's zipped up in the suitcase. But George isn't laughing. He's asking to be let out and repeatedly stating that he
Alright, I
can't
have a
breathe.
theory. Sarah didn't let George out because she couldn't, and she knew that she couldn't. That's why she was laughing, because it was out of her hands.
The second video was recorded 11 minutes later, showing the same thing, except the suitcase was flipped over.
The suitcase flipped itself over and moved, obviously. I think if we watch the video carefully, it had wheels. So it could be a theory. I'm not saying that it has to be the case, but I'm saying that the suitcase probably flipped itself over and moved across the room, and she had nothing to do with it.
Sarah is both unmistakably and heavily intoxicated in these videos, which may explain the fact she didn't delete them.
The suitcase drugged her.
It is safe to assume that she has no idea the videos exist. And yes, you will see the moment she becomes aware of
Non-intentional, non-malicious.
First have to acknowledge how this episode was even possible, and that would be the Law and Crime Network. They sent us the uncompressed documents that comprise this video, and almost every case we have covered, or will cover, is already available in its raw form on this channel, which includes the 2 main items of public record in the case of Sarah Boone.
We'll check out that
starting
channel
with the
later.
body cam footage, which is right where we left off.
Hello there.
She's got like a chipmunk type face. Y'all know what I mean? Like she's got them mouth pouches.
Get it for you, okay? Wait 1 second, okay? I really need something to drink. Okay. I got my Dr. Pepper on the counter. Okay.
I know what you're saying. Isn't it kind of callous that her boyfriend died last night and she's talking about how she needs to drink alcohol? No, it's not. It's not callous. Sarah Boone is addicted to it, just like how we're addicted to oxygen. If your boyfriend died, and would you be okay with being deprived of oxygen? Exactly. So don't judge her too much for this. She needs to drink alcohol, just like how we need to breathe air, and it's just a fact of her life.
What's going on? I just got here, so fill me in. No problem.
Yes. Puzzle art. Yes. And he got into the suitcase after they finished the puzzle.
Puzzle that we started in there. Okay. Like having a good time
Yeah.
with one another, but we're drinking. We had a bottle.
One
of
bottle,
wine.
guys.
So then it's like
She's not a goddamn drunk or alcoholic like some of you people are implying and thinking. Just because she's trembling like she's one, and the first thing she asked for was for a drink, doesn't mean that she's an alcoholic, okay?
right. Okay. So he gets in the suitcase.
Obviously, you're playing puzzles, you had one glass of wine or one bottle or whatever the fuck she said. And the next logical step after you've done your puzzles, your painting, and your drinking is to get into a suitcase.
That's my ex-husband, my former husband. How did he live here with you guys? No, I called him.
Before she called the police, by the way.
I didn't know what to do. Here, let's talk in private, okay? I called you guys. All we had was a bottle of wine. Literally, just a bottle of wine. Okay. Doing puzzle artwork. Then we decided to play hide and seek. That's all that happened.
Yeah. Okay, so after drinking one bottle of wine and playing puzzles, hide and seek, painting, got into the suitcase and he died. I can't understand why the police aren't believing her story.
Here, let me fill this deputy in, okay? Please, may I have my Dr. Pepper? I am so caught now.
Bitch, you need water, not no doctor. Oh, okay, let's move on.
I can't move anything from out of the house. Here, I want you to sit down because I don't want you passing out. This is probably a lot for you to deal with, right?
Yeah. Hydrate her. Yes, ma'am.
The officer then talks to Sarah's ex-husband. He referred to the fact that Sarah was meant to have custody of their son today.
Well, yeah, she was being held hostage in her house by that goddamn suitcase. I understand that you don't like Sarah because she's got a little bit of a drinking problem, but you don't have to slander her. I'm sure she would have picked up them kids if she wasn't trapped and fighting for her life. This shit got me heated. Just because there's a video of her putting him in the suitcase and laughing as he's suffocating to death, y'all think that she did it. It's completely fucking unreasonable. Just because there's a video of it, you think it's true. Okay, I'm done.